Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. In the past I've talked about how it's going to be difficult to get the Quartermaster to loot chests because not every mission that we go on has chests. I spotted that this particular one needs 3 ornate chests to be looted in order for the game to finish. So when it comes time to do that, we need the Mine Thief to be level 3. But we're going to take the Quartermaster on it, and by golly, we're going to get some chests with them. Anyway, we're pushing on with more travel at the moment because the story quests that we have require us to be a higher level, or we're not able to reach them yet. So, for instance, we need to make our way to Silverwick. We need to get the School of the Great Oak. There's a whole bunch of places that we need to go to. So I think for right now, we could go down to the coast road. Alternatively, we could bring the Brute out instead of the Quartermaster and do the Unlikely Alliance and get the Tower Shield design. And I do quite like the Tower Shield. So let's swap the Quartermaster out for the Brute. He's level 2 anyway, so we're not really splitting people apart too much. After pushing the Vermlings away from Shamrit, they've joined forces with more southern Inox tribes and are blocking any trade routes into South Shield. The Brute wants to keep peace in the area. So we've got to survive 10 rounds and we lose if the Brute dies. And that's the only lose condition. So this is a good opportunity to get some experience for the Doomstalker. Inox Guard Elites, they've got a lot of health. Vermling Scout Elites, they don't have much health. With the Brute leading the way, you leave the sights and smells of Samrit behind and head out of the southern gate. As the safety of the walls recede into the distance, you catch glimpses of shapes tracking you in the forest edges to your left. On the second day, the forest spreads to the edge of the coast, and you have no option but to venture inwards. As the light starts to fade later in the day, and you set up camp for the night, you are keenly aware that an attack is imminent. Right, so what are we going to go with? Never allow your current hit points to drop below half. That's not likely to happen. Your health at the end has to be equal to 2 or less. That's really dangerous. I don't like either of these. Let's try for Die Hard and we'll just try and keep at the back. Kill an undamaged monster with a single attack. I think we can probably manage that with the Brute. That seems fine. This 10 rounds. It's got the potential to be tricky. A motley group of Vermlings and Inox burst out of the undergrowth. You can hear more in the distance. Prepare for a large attack. This is a ragtag bunch of enemies. Although there are a lot of them, survive for long enough and they'll likely lose heart. Okay, this is literally it. Survive for 10 rounds. There's not a huge amount. Whoa, look at that cluster. If only we had some AoE stuff. There's not a huge amount we can do other than just time it out. So, what have we got? We've got the Inox Guard Elite. We've got an Inox Shaman, which is not helpful because he's likely going to be doing weird stuff. But we do only need to survive for 10 rounds. Getting in relatively quickly and doing a disarm and poison on the Elite might be a very smart move. I'm wondering... Warding strength will do a bit to keep us alive, but really we don't want to be burning anything. And I do want to be doing that disarm. And then maybe next turn we'll do the leaping cleave to hit them both. Trample's going to be less useful for us because the pierce isn't going to be really a thing. So let's go provoking roar and trample. We'll go at the front and we'll try and hit this guy with that and do something worthwhile there. Tank it out, get some shield. Over the back, right, we're going to start off by getting this guy dying with Race to the Grave. It has to be Race to the Grave. We're going to want it to move on to another mob when he's died, but that's going to take a little time to happen. So we could do Rain of Arrows right now, and then next turn we'll do Frightening Curse and... and I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. Although we could curse him with some explosion instead. So detonation, so he's going to blow up, and Swift Trickery to just nuke him right from the start. I quite like that. So Swift Trickery's got a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be enough. Let's try that. The Shaman is going to try and bless people. He's far enough away that it's not really a problem. But yeah, we want to make sure that these guys are all taken care of. Step on in. Going to get the poison and disarm on this guy. It's going to give us a bit of retaliate. Let's actually check what he's doing first. He's just attacking 3, which is not the worst. So we could avoid the retaliate. Well, we do want to get him killed sooner rather than later. So yeah, hit him, take the retaliate. Gonna doom you. And we are going to smack you and hope to blow you up straight away. Not quite, but it's close. He's disarmed so he can't do anything. He's going to have an attack. That's very painful. We'll take the damage because it's 3. Ow! We are getting unlucky with these hits. And there is more coming in already. Okay. When he blows up, it's only going to hit this guy, which is a little bit of a shame. But we do want it to transfer on to someone else. Which means we need Frightening Curse to happen. We need Frightening Curse to happen so that it can migrate. And a Moment's Peace isn't going to do anything to help. We need to go faster so that Frightening Curse can happen quickly. Let's say Multi-Pronged Assault and Frightening Curse. That's relatively quickly. Over here, I said we were going to go for probably Leaping Cleave. I would quite like to get some healing on ourselves, so we'll go Eye for an Eye and Leaping Cleave. So we're going slightly after the Doomstalker, way before everyone else does things. Okay, so Frightening Curse. This is going to allow it to transfer across this way. And yeah, we may as well step in a bit closer. For the Brute, heal yourself. And then we're going to attack this way and hit both of these. Look at that explosion. Transfer it across. It's not the best to have on him, but the others are going to come running in, so it will make a difference. Okay, 2 rounds down. How can we... Ooh, can we push you back? Do we have anything with push? We've got stuff with pull, so we could step in and pull the shaman onto the trap, which would be amusing. Do you have anything with push? Warding strength. So shield bash and warding strength will get us moving up this way and pushing this guy back, killing him. That's cool. That puts us there, which is not necessarily good for pulling, but also not terrible for it. If we're going to do a solid bow, we'd want to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means we just need to move 2, which means we could do crippling noose for that. We're moving a little bit slower, but I think it's going to work out okay. Shaman's moving quickly and doing cursing and stuff, so this is going to throw everything off. At least they're getting a ×0. Yeah, let's step across this way, hit you and push you back. The pushing wasn't necessary, but it's reduced their numbers at least. Yeah, look at you doing your super... Oh, it is a 4 damage stun trap. Don't like the shield. Really don't like the shield. If we come across this way, we're not going to be able to get him in a position for the traps, no matter how much I want to. But it is going to at least damage him. Maybe we could... You know what? Let's undo. Let's move across. So we're going to be standing right next to this guy. We are going to get the hook chain on. And we're going to pull you to here. We're not likely to get much money out of this one, I will say that now. Right. So, guy that's right next to us. What are we going to do with you? And guy that's in the corner waiting to be pushed onto the trap. Spare Dagger's going to allow us to attack on the bottom. Juggernaut's going to allow us to move and attack on the top. That seems pretty good in terms of combination. The explosion curse on you is not actually that useful. So it might be better for us to do Race to the Grave and Rain of Arrows. And then try and capitalise on the ranged shooting that goes on. Okay. So, Rain of Arrows. That gives us some extra attacking. Race to the Grave on you. So you're going to lose 2 health, gain 3 health, and potentially move away. But you will be cursed, ready for stabbing. Or we curse this one, and then he's an easy catalyst. He's He's going to move forward and attack 0, so he's going to do not much. The archer's going to try and back away. Yeah, I think the shaman is the smart choice. Damn his friend. Right, give him a stab. Oh. That's also not great. Skip the movement, get another stab on him. We are unlucky with those rolls. Still fine on the damage. Drop below half of your health, so we're still fine with that. Okay, I think it's going to be a short rest. Yeah, we'll lose trample. We can do warding strength to push and spare dagger. So we end up pushing you back or pushing you back into the trap and stabbing over here. I think we need to do a short rest here, even though I want to do a moment's peace, just so that we can move faster. Ooh, I love detonation, but we're going to have to lose it. Okay, we're going to go with swift trickery and a moment's peace. And we'll make that work. Lots of shielding, lots of retaliation, lots of healing. Let's try and get him killed quick. We are going to be at disadvantage, but this is better than nothing. Oh, no, it's not. Well, I guess we stay where we are and just heal up in place. God damn it. 6 more rounds to survive. Let's start off with the attack over here. Okay. If we get a +1, we could kill him and then that'll trigger another attack. Vermin the Shaman's miles away. So, yeah, let's try it. At the very least, he'll die on his next turn. So push him back over there. Ow. No, I will lose balance measure for that. We can take that one. Poison is not good, though. It might be time to start burning cards. Maybe. So in theory, we do multi-pronged assault and vital charge. That's going to allow us to target one with a heal, although I would like him to just die. It's a shame we don't have spare daggers still. I think we're going to have to go Provoking Roar so we can attack quickly. And maybe Shield Bash, actually. Shield Bash and Juggernaut, get some shields, step in, kill this guy. Can I move you slightly slower than 14? We can do 31. Feels a bit risky, but let's try it. Okay, guards are going to do some minor attacking. But this is doable. So shield first. Then step in here. Stab him. That did not work. That's really bad. So painful. Ignore it with the shadow armor. And they're healing up. Of course they're healing up. We might be able to get the +1 on him. Didn't get it. He'll die at the start of his turn, so we should leave him to die. At the very least we get a bit of extra money, but we're going to get hit. So many of them. Really could do with that detonation in there. Let's burn Felling Swoop. Okay. So this bomb is going to transfer onto the Vermin Shaman. And we get to attack, let's say, this guy. Hey, we got another kill. Take the damage for now. 4 more rounds to survive. He's going to die on his turn. So we burn multi-pronged. We use Fresh Kill to get away. Provoking Roar lets us go quickly. Eye for an Eye gives us a little bit of heal. Let's try that. Shaman's moving quick. So we're not moving anywhere. I wonder if there's any point in disarming him. Probably not, but it will put poison on him. Doomstalker. Multi-prong. Let's say you and you. Damn, 7 damage. Paid for it with the one at the back, but that's fine. You're moving 2 and attacking at range. You're moving 1 and attacking at range. So we're not going to get away from him, but we might be able to get away from the others. We could make it all the way into the corner, but that's not helpful for blocking all this lot off. Let's just go to here for now. Get the money. It's not too bad so far. It's not great. And we are getting down very low. Right, time to burn cards. He's died. Who do we transfer it to? I think this guy. And then we'll immediately try and attack him. We get a -2. How unlucky. 3 rounds to go. It's only the brute that needs to survive. So this is going to have to be a short rest. We'll take Provoking Roar and... And Leaping Cleave will allow us to get over to the back. Then we'll do some stuff with like Warding Strength, I reckon. To give us some shield and time. We can do a short rest here. Short will lose Fresh Kill. Let's go for Swift Trickery and a Moment's Peace to try and get that poison off us. All we're doing at the moment is just trying to hold out long enough. So actually hopping down here might be the best for us. We'll get you killed. That allows us to get another attack off. I think we'll go for you. And let's step down and in the way. Shaman's just healing. The archer's doing massive range stuff. The guard is moving in, so we want to block him. I think we're going to have to start taking the damage, so we're not going to achieve the individual objective. Ow. Painful, especially with the poison. Right, we will burn Crippling Noose, which also means no stun traps coming out. Solid Bow Vital Charge. Over here we're going to go... it's going to have to be Warding Strength, so Shield Bash and Warding Strength. So we can move quickly enough to do something. It might be better to do a short rest so we've got extra cards to burn over here. We can't afford to lose any other cards, but we also can't move anywhere. Let's do a short rest. Swift Trickery, fine. So, Moment's Peace is going to heal us up a little bit. Race to the Grave is going to let us hit someone big, and that's going to make a big difference. We've got 2 cards we can burn to keep ourselves alive. So So Shaman's moving in and doing healing. We can ignore them. The guard is moving in and attacking, but this is the only one that's close. Scout's just looting, so I guess the archer is the biggest threat. Should have just gone for one of those guys. Can't move. Get rid of the poison. There's our warding strength. I will burn solid bow. We'll stay in this as long as we can, just to keep this area blocked. They formed quite a nice little protective barrier, actually. So this is where we want to move to next turn if we can. Okay, first warding strength comes in. I thought I selected warding strength. Well, that was a mistake. I thought we had that in the bag. We're going to have to try that again. Although I think it's going to be without the Doomstalker because he's going to have gained enough experience. Unfortunately, when it takes you to this point, you can't roll back the round. So even if you misclick, you are done. Oh, back to the map we go. So definitely a learning experience in that. Not having any area of effect stuff and losing the explosion doom early, it really felt like we were on the back foot. Still, the Doomstalker has leveled up, so we're going to be able to do that now. Expose. You gain advantage on one attack each turn targeting a doomed enemy. All enemies lose invisible and may no longer gain invisible. And you and your allies gain Pierce 2 on targets, on attacks against this enemy. That's a very good one. Relentless Offensive. Attack 2, range 5, target 2. That's very nice. And it's moddable. And add +2 attack to all of your attacks targeting doomed enemies this round. I think I'm going to take Relentless Offensive. The fact that we can put it up to 3 targets, we can get wounds on it, we can do a whole bunch of useful things on it. Expose is amazing, but it's not very much a team thing. So we'll go with Relentless Offensive, and I think we'll get rid of Felling Swoop and we'll put that in its place. We need to get rid of more of these -1s because they are really giving us trouble. Be gone. There we go. And with the Doomstalker making it to level 2, everyone is level 2. So actually we can take the Doomstalker back in again for the same scenario and try it again. I do think it's worth us giving it another go, but that is going to have to be next time. So between now and next time, I'm going to have a very quick look at the Enchantress and see if there's anything that we can do that's going to be obviously really, really good. Geez, that's going to cost 175 because of the multi-target. That is so expensive. So, not going to be doing that immediately, but I do want to do it as soon as possible. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you are continuing to enjoy this. As always, if you are, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.